right now. Like I said, the first couple of minutes or so, I'll just play this.
Spread my thighs, legs to the ceiling. Watch it from the back, I know you love that, but love is dead and we ain't catching feelings. Heard you be talking all that slick shit, make them throw it back and make them take deep. But I'm the one to make your knees weak, make it hard not to come quick. See, do everything your girl won't do. I done smashed and passed, yeah, it's true. I fell for some, but none quite like you. I love the way you make my legs shake. Stroke game strong, hard for me to take. And when we switch positions, got my body twitching as I grind circles in your face. So maybe to me that is mine. Picking me up from behind. Damn it, this sex is so good. You got me losing my mind. They say that you're ready for love, but baby, I just wanna fuck. Let's forget the basics, show you I can take it. Ooh, you ain't gotta be in love for you to make love to me. We ain't gotta be in love for you to make love to me. So let's put our feelings aside, baby, just enjoy the ride. Gotta connect to this vibe, I give you the time of your life. You ain't gotta be in love. Out with the warning, got you blowing my phone up after 3 in the morning. Head game amazing, you addicted and craving, so you came with a taste me, can't help but chase me. All this time you thought that I was an amateur, didn't think I could last, didn't think I could handle you. All that talking and shit is at the door. Baby, show me what's real, round 3, let's go. So baby, tell me that it's mine, picking me up from behind. Damn it, this sex is so good, you got me losing my mind. They say that you ready for love, but baby, I just wanna fuck. Let's forget the basics, show you I can take it. You ain't gotta be in love for you to make love to me. We ain't gotta be in love for you to make love to me. So let's put our feelings aside, baby, just enjoy the ride. Gotta connect to this vibe, I give you the time of your life. You ain't gotta be in love.
All right. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all so much for being here. Welcome back to another episode, another one. Can you believe it? I was looking on my videos today, on my channel dashboard today, and it said I have 170 videos up, right? So that makes this one what? 171? Are you kidding me? I'm at a loss for words. I really appreciate the fact that there are people who want to listen to my stupid sounding voice. Anyway, I got a great guest for you guys tonight. All the way from Birmingham, Alabama. Please give it up for my guest tonight, Miss BJay Lawrence, singer, songwriter, performer. Miss BJay, introduce yourself.
Hope everybody's doing good. I am the one and only Queen BJay Lawrence. Again, singer, songwriter, rapper, performer, you name it, I can do it.
Okay.
I'm excited to be sitting with y'all today, talking about this music. Really want to kind of branch out a little bit more, get some more new followers, new fan base. Anybody is welcome. I try to make music for every genre or relatable music per se. So, yeah.
Absolutely. We were just talking about that during the intro, your song there. How I was speaking about how relatable it is, how the lyrics are just you can't help but we ain't gotta make love, you done made love. I mean, it speaks to you. It's simple. It's catchy, like you said. I really enjoy it, and like I was saying, the rapping's pretty good on it too. Everything is it's a well put together song. I really like that.
All right.
Speaking of which, tell me where this passion for music came from. Where did this all begin?
Well, I have been singing since I was 3 years old. My mom and dad used to play music. I was born in California. My mom and dad were in the Navy. And my dad used to play the Tupac songs, and he saw that I would like whip out the cuss words. And I memorized the words, and then I was in the laundry mat with my mom, and Michael Jackson was on. I'm not sure which song, but it was playing, and I was singing along with him, and the guy was just like, she can sing, like, you need to let her listen to some real music. And he started naming like people like Aretha and Whitney Houston, Diana Ross, the whole, the good roster that we know as far as like music-wise, best soul music singers / entertainers. And I just always had a love for music. I've always wanted to perform. Even when I was in kindergarten and different stuff, I always did talent shows or show and tell. I would sing. So it's just like, it's something that I've always wanted to do.
Right on. I definitely understand that. Being that person that has always had music in her blood, that has always had this at the core of you, it seems like, when did you start to take it seriously?
Well, I guess when they say that you have to trust the process, they literally mean you have to trust the process. I've been recording since I was like 12 and 13, like middle school wise. A teacher of mine heard me singing one day after school, and she made up in her mind that she was going to help me get to where I need to get, and I'm still linked with that teacher to this day, Miss Kimberly Hunter. And she got me in the studio, helped me, learn how to record and stuff like that, because I was already writing. I was actually writing music back then as well. But as I got older, senior year out of high school, I started writing more music and pushing it out. And I was really trying to find my sound. I wasn't trying to sound like anybody else. I got to the point where I was tired of people comparing me to like Monica or, people like that, which is nothing wrong with that. But you always want to have your own sound. So I'll say after I had my daughter, it was probably like 2016. And I basically started back writing. I started taking it seriously again. 2017, I linked with some producers, and we just went to work. So came the end of 2017, going into 2018, I was following this producer named Blakk, which he's born and raised in Birmingham as well, Alabama. Brian Cook. I reached out to him and I asked him, does he know how to make beats from scratch and, prices and things like that. I literally sent him a voice memo of a song, which is Maybe. And 2 weeks later, he sent me the beat back, and it was in the same format that I needed it to be in. And we just went from there. I recorded it in his studio, and it just became a hit. So as far as me taking it seriously, I just finally got around the right group of people to get me where I need to be, to get the sound out there, to get the music out. And I just went from there.
Okay. Now, do you mind if we catch a little bit of Maybe right now? Just get a little bit of sample of what it sounds like. You mentioned I want to try to get a little sample. Is that okay?
Yes, fine.
Okay, let's try a little bit of Maybe right now. And Okay, it's not a very long song. Let's go for it.
I gave you whatever you wanted, whatever you needed. Gave you my all, and baby, look how you treated me. Gave you all of my time, put up with your lies. Thought you were real, whole time you wore a disguise. Damn, how could you love me then play me? I believed in you, thought you were a man, but you ain't too childish, don't know what I ever seen in you. Maybe it was your touch that gets me open, so open that I can't seem to let you go, shut you out. Baby, you're like a drug. No, I don't need you, but feeling to get back to you like I can't live without. Maybe it was the way we made love. I just can't get enough of all the little things that you do. Maybe I got caught up with myself. Maybe I was falling for you. For you, I used to put you before myself. Didn't need no one else. Treat me like a trophy and put me back on the shelf. All I wanted was your time, for you to tell me I was fine. Secret nights, pillow talking under covers, maybe one and done. Damn, how could you love me then play me? I believed in you, thought you were a man, but you ain't too childish, don't know what I ever seen in you. Maybe it was your touch that gets me open, so open that I can't seem to let you go, shut you out. Baby, you're like a drug. No, I don't need you, but feeling to get back to you like I can't live without. Maybe it was the way we made love. I just can't get enough of all the little things that you do.
All right, that was Maybe, and I don't know if I've heard that one before, but what I can say that you got talent as a writer. Do you write most of these tracks yourself?
I write the majority of my songs. I'm just starting to link with people who actually write music to get like a different what's the word I'm looking for? To get a different like vibe or different
I understand what you're saying.
you know what I mean? Yeah,
different
like
melodies,
different.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah. I
Right.
definitely understand. But I can tell your writing when I hear, basically the like you said, the melody, the formats that you use. I can tell parts of the songs where you have written that. But yeah, you got very talented, straightforward, bold lyrics. How do you feel about being, as bold as you are with some of these lyrics? Especially for this, like this. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. What you mean by that? Like, how do I feel?
I guess my question is, these lyrics sometimes are very in your face and brash,
Straightforward.
and risky. I guess you could say. Could you dissect those lyrics and dig a little bit deeper? Especially for like songs like "Make Love."
Well, with me, I like to be straight to the point. It's no point in sugarcoating stuff. Like relationship wise, I don't know about y'all, but we get to the point. Some of us, as far as age wise, I'm not gonna tell my age. I'm 21 till I start looking 50. But as far as relationship wise, a lot of us, you gotta tell this person what you want or what you're looking to get into within this relationship, because sometimes you may not want what that other person wants, or they might not want what you want as far as the relationship goes. So it's always good to be straightforward. As far as Make Love, my purpose of making that was everybody's always saying they want to make love, they want, you know what I'm saying, as far as with their significant other. But at the end of the day, sometimes people don't want to be in a relationship. They just want to make love with somebody that they're attracted to, and that just be it. So with that being said, the song is, you don't have to be in love to make love to me. At the end of the day, it's just straightforward, you know what I'm saying? And you keep it pushing. And it separates the BS and the drama that comes within the relationship if you're not confronting it head on or, being straightforward
Now
with that person.
this is a side question. Just asking for the fellas. How do we find that out? Like, we know that in the song you say, and these lyrics are here in the song, and we hear the women singing the song, but and then that question gets broached, and there's all kind of flag for that. How is that just because, hey, didn't want you, wrong day, or how does that like you said, these women are being more fearless now, and they're coming out and they're saying, hey, I want this. Do we just sit back and wait on that to be said? Or, are we supposed to still be our aggressive selves and try to make it happen? Like, what is the balance there?
I mean, yeah, you can, but at the same time, the chemistry is undeniable. When you meet somebody and out top, both of y'all are feeling, you know what I'm saying? You get vibes from people.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. And then, me being a woman, I know me, if I'm attracted to somebody, I know I'm going to come out and say it, or whatever the case may be, especially if that person fine, he, got all the characteristics that I want in a guy. So at this point, like me, I'm gonna be straightforward and be like, hey, look, yeah, I'm gonna make the certain moves or whatever the case may be, or I'm gonna ask him, is he feeling the same way I'm feeling, and go from there. Some women, they probably like this play they probably give you hits, but you don't notice them. Put it like that. And then when they feel like you're not catching on, they probably just gonna come out and say it. But of course, we don't want to look like a hoe.
And see, that's the next question. Like, is that hoe? Like, in this new era of being a woman, in this new era, 2019, going into 2020, going into another epoch, another way that people are seeing and living spiritually, mentally. Like, is there such thing as a hoe? You know what I mean? Because it used to be if a woman's having sex with more than one man, she a hoe. But now, shit. Women do what the fuck they want to do. Excuse my language.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But is there such thing as a?
If you're single and you're not with anyone, hey, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as you mess with somebody who's in a relationship because you want that person, yeah, that's something totally different. Or if they married, that's something totally different. So at the end of the day, I feel like, yeah, if you're single, you do what you want to do. 9 times out of 10, she's not gonna be going around saying, "Yeah, I'm screwing this person, I'm screwing that person." I would hope not. In this case, it may be the dude she messed with that probably be going out saying that or saying they did this and the third. But at the end of the day, if you're single, you ain't gotta answer to nobody. You can do what you want to do. Now, if you start catching feelings for somebody, yeah, totally different thing. And that goes to maybe as far as that was a personal situation of mine. As far as that song goes, the guy I was dating wasn't what I thought he was in the beginning. Basically, kind of put on this little facade. But at the end of the day, my feelings had grew for this person, as far as love and all of that stuff. And everybody was like, well, he do this and he do that. Why are you with him? And that's how maybe came about, basically. Or maybe it was the sex, or maybe it was, the way he was around me, how we chill, whatever the case may be. His touch, the way he talked, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Like, building up to the point where I love this person.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to detach myself from this person.
Yeah. That's what I got from it. Yeah, your songwriting is very interesting in that way. Like you said, very relatable, very you can understand what it is that you're trying to convey. And I think that's a very that's something that people are missing in today's music. I really appreciate the fact that you have that. Speaking of which, let me ask you this. I've got to ask you what. How do you get support here in Alabama? I know that it seems like I'm kind of going off topic, but I'm right on topic because when you say about your songwriting techniques and when I talk about your songwriting technique and the skill that you have here in the South, like this is where a lot of these songwriters are from. You know, if you look at a lot of the major projects out right now, country, R&B, a lot of these songs being written and shipped to other places, to New York, to Los Angeles, to these places for these major artists. With that being said, I could see you as one of these people who is exporting this talent. But here in Birmingham and Alabama, it seems like in Birmingham in particular, it could be kind of shaky.
Yeah, and that's true. With me, like I said, I had to learn how to trust the process. It's building a team. I'm in the process of actually rebuilding my team. I'm under new management. I'm dealing with people who are or has been in the industry for way longer than people I was dealing with that actually have the connections to get me where I need to be. It's about your PR. It's about your management. It's about the marketing and advertising your music. It's about basically being able to be marketable, be sellable. Like what genre are you coming from, or what's your product? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like selling a product at the end of the day, and you have to build yourself up from that. Birmingham, it is kind of hard to get your music out there, but a lot of people don't realize you have to get out of Birmingham, but at the end of the day, it's possibilities here as well. You can build up from here. And like I said, radio stations, I know I've submitted my music to all the radio stations here in Birmingham, except for 98.7, Kiss FM or whatnot. But 95.7 Jam plays maybe every Monday, which is the local artist night. 94.9 plays it throughout every day of the week, basically. But it's just, like I said, marketing, having a team to where they can speak on your behalf, you know what I'm saying, have your press kit together, just being organized and being able to have people that's going to support you. And you can't down people. You can't, what I'm trying to say, a lot of artists here, they basically make it seem like we're all in competition. And they wonder why nobody from Birmingham makes it like that. The reason we don't is because we're trying to compete with everyone and trying to make it before that person. But you never know who you collab with or who you may be featured on the song with that may make it before you. And because you were featured on that song, you can go right with them. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
like how Atlanta is more diverse. So in this case, my biggest thing, or what I would say as far as to get out of Birmingham or get the exposure you need in Birmingham, is just to network. Always be available. Always try to accommodate, even if it's not a paid show. You may think that you're worthy of being paid. You never know the exposure you're going to get. You always want to go to an open mic where they have performances for local artists. You always want to make yourself available. And then eventually those people going to be like, oh, I was at a show in Birmingham, or, you never know who's going to be there or who's filming. They may go live. Your performance may catch the eye of a label in New York, like you said, or California, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got people in California reaching out now. Somebody just sent me a track, a producer from California.
Mm-hmm.
Sent me a track and wants me to write to it. But because they heard me and seen my video and seeing people recording me at different shows that I performed at, I'm making myself available. I'm making sure that I have content when I do perform, live videos, you name it, you know what I'm saying, making myself available. That's basically what it takes to get there.
And that was going to be my next question. What's your plan to get out of the local scene, to get out of the Birmingham, Alabama market? What's your plan to be heard on a global scale? What's your plan to get heard on a regional scale? I don't want you to tell all your secrets here. But what?
No, I mean, they can't take that from me, honey. But the plan I basically linked with a guy who's also from Birmingham, but he went to college in Atlanta. He went to Clark, Atlanta. He's from here. I want to say he graduated from West End or something like that here in Birmingham. But Dre Jackson, I reached out to him a few weeks ago, and we just been planning ahead for them. We basically have a plan of action. Any artist who has a management team, what you need to do is do like a 6-month schedule from the 6 months and up, basically. And with me, what I'm doing is my last show, I had a showcase this past Friday here in Birmingham. That's going to be my last show in Birmingham. Any other show that I do, if I do it in Birmingham, it's going to be on a bigger platform. But the music that we're putting out, we're getting book shows in different states. And again, that's going to build our fan base. You want to build your fan base. Once I build my fan base and get the shows I need, start getting booked here as far as like Georgia, California, Texas, Tennessee, Mississippi, those type of states or whatever, and being on certain tours, it's just up from there. The goal is to basically build your fan base, and that's what I want to do. And that's what's basically going on. The marketing strategies that we're taking, I'm not going to tell those, but yeah, the marketing strategies we're taking, we're basically trying to push out the hits that we know are catchy, that people are going to listen to, the ones that stay in your mind all day, every day, you know, that are catchy and like can't help but to sing it, the melody wise.
Okay.
So that's basically what I'm doing to get where I want to be as far as like outside of Birmingham. It's nothing wrong with Birmingham, but the market for music is not here.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, I will have to remove myself from Birmingham for a while and then go from there.
Well, that begs another question. Being an entrepreneur, being a businesswoman, being a busy woman, where does that leave in time for mom, for and life and relationships?
Well, relationship wise, I'm chilling. I'm focused on my music.
Okay.
Whenever that person comes around, hey, that's cool. As long as he's able to accept the fact that I'm the next superstar, you know what I'm saying, schedule wise. I'm that's on pause right now. But as far as my daughter, I do have a daughter. What I did with my daughter was I had to make a tough decision. She stays in Mississippi with my godparents, and the reason being is because I wanted her to be in a stable environment. She goes to school there, so every other weekend she comes here or I drive there and I spend time with her. And then of course it's the summertime, so when she's not in camp, she'll be here in Alabama with me or whatnot for holidays and stuff like that. So I try to, as much time as I can when I'm not singing, when I don't have a show, when I'm not in the studio or having to do interviews with radio stations and stuff like that, that's where I'm normally with my daughter.
Okay.
So personal time, I get it when I can. The purpose of me making certain steps, taking certain steps with my daughter and things like that, is to push this music out full time. I'm taking the necessary steps to do that, and it's going to take those kind of steps to get where you need to be. Like me, my favorite artist that I relate to is K. Michelle. I say that because she has a son who lives with her parents while she's, out, in probably a whole other state. But, she's doing it for him, which my daughter is my inspiration as well. So, it's a time for everything. You just have to plan ahead. But I try to, like I said, when I'm not doing that, my goal is to be with my daughter at the end of the day.
Absolutely. So, well, I'm not even gonna dig that deep into that subject. I guess I want to ask. No, I wanted to make sure that we talked about that, because when we talked before, it was when I asked what were you passionate about, what's something that you just got to talk about tonight. Your first response was my daughter. So I know that the care is there, and from what you just said, you said it perfectly. I'm not gonna ask you too many questions about that.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, but that is my passion. The purpose of me doing it is so that my daughter won't have to work as much as I have over the years. I want her to be able to go to school and do something that she enjoys doing versus something she has to do. Like I said, that's the reason that I made the choice of letting her move to a whole other state 2 hours away from me, so she can have a stable childhood to where she can still enjoy being a child. and going from there. And I want to be able to be successful to where she can do whatever she wants to do in life.
Okay, sounds good. All right, let's take a quick music break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the versatility in the music industry. What inspires you, and who inspires you? What are some of the artists that inspire you out there right now? And what are the new projects coming up? We'll talk about that right after the break. Let's get a little bit of One More Shot. Is this the one that I haven't heard this one, have I?
Nope.
Okay. Let's get it going. All right, we'll be right back, guys.
I'm trying to figure out what you want from me. You said that you was done, but you're coming for me. I've made my bed, so now I gotta lay in it. He started off as just a simple friend to me, turned into lovers, now we enemies. Now it's too late for me to take it back. I got you hurting like that. I left you, took me right back. This time I'm the fool, 'cause anything I needed, you were right there. Anytime I called, you showed that you cared. It's not fair what I've done to you. Just tell me how to make it like it was. Baby, no one else compares to us. Just give me another shot at love, love. One more shot at love. Boy, I'm trying to fix the pieces, and me and your heart I tore apart, but I didn't mean it. And now I'm trying to get completion of all these feelings, but now it's too late to take it back. Got you hurting like that. I left you, took me right back. This time I'm the fool, 'cause anything I needed, you were right there. Anytime I called.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm feeling that one. We were just talking about this track right here. The producer on this track was. Tell me what you were just saying. I apologize.
Oh no, you fine. The producer who made that beat is this guy named Loki. His tag, as far as the producer, is called Loki Made It. He's pretty dope. He's worked with a lot of different artists here in Birmingham. Artists like Be Unique. Shout out Be Unique. She's dope. He did a track for her. I think her music gets played on 95.7 as well here in Birmingham. But I was trying to get out of the hip hop part of music, and he hit me with that track, and it put me on. To me, it reminds me like pop per se, like a R&B pop record per se.
Yeah, it does.
And it kind of brought me out my element a little bit, but
Old
when I
Chris
listened
Brown
to
type of vibe.
right, yeah, that With You track by Chris Brown, that's what it kind of put you in the mind of. So when I wrote that song is dedicated to one of my exes who was killed in 2017. So it's just like basically the track is just about, as women, we don't normally make songs about us like messing up or cheating or whatever. So I tried to kind of reverse it in this case, and put us in that situation. We always got the one where the dudes be out here cheating and playing games and stuff. But in this case, it was the female. And sometimes you wish you wouldn't have messed up, where you could have got that one shot to be with the person that you knew you were supposed to be with all along.
Absolutely, man. Such deep lyrics, man. You are such a nice lyricist.
I appreciate that.
You really are. I listen to your tracks and I hear your voice and I hear how you sing and how you deliver, and I really do see what you see. It's where I see you say when you know, it may sound facetious when you say if he got to know that I'm gonna be a star. You know, I really do see that for you. I think that it's only time. Time is only matter here. Tell me who inspires you. Who are you listening to? Who's on replay in your car? I heard you say K Michelle. Who else?
Yeah, I love K Michelle. Who do I listen to? I listen to a lot of 90s music. I listen to like Erykah Badu, In Vogue. I listen to SWV, of course Aretha Franklin, Escape, Toni Braxton. Most definitely, I love Toni Braxton. That's my girl too. Just to name a few. That's who I normally listen to on a day-to-day basis. I like Cardi B. I like Nicki. As far as rap goes, Meg Thee Stallion, I definitely love her. I love all her music. Adele, Alicia Keys, Amy Winehouse, Ariana Grande. People like her, the artist Her. I love her music as well. Ella Mai. It's different, you know, varieties for me. I'm never on just a set artist or just a set genre. Chris Brown, you know.
Yeah. And I think that's so important because you find so many artists that do get stuck in a lane in a quote unquote in a genre, and then they want to, like you said earlier, compete with you. You're a rapper, you're a singer, or you're this, and you know, it's more like, to me, don't label me. Would you consider yourself that? Because I listen to your music and I think that for myself. One minute you think, is she a rapper? Then the next minute you think, is she a pop singer? Like,
yeah, you have to be versatile. You always, what my manager was saying earlier in the meeting, like, nowadays people have such a short attention span. You have to keep them guessing. You don't want to be too predictable when it comes to your music. You want to always leave them guessing on what she's going to come up with next, which track, what kind of track is she going to do next, what kind of genre is she going to do. So I don't ever want to be predictable. I always want to be versatile.
I understand that. I definitely understand that, and it definitely shows. It definitely shows. I guess I have only one more question for you really here. What are the new projects that are out right now? What is coming out? Can we get like a little sneak peek of something? We heard 3 great tracks tonight. Is there something maybe we could hear a little acapella of, or just something? Let us know.
Yeah, we got the EP is dropping in September. It's gonna be, I'm thinking I'm gonna name it Pick a Side. As far as the EP title, and I'm gonna have 4 hip hop tracks and 4 R&B tracks. As far as that goes, the next single that's gonna drop for me is gonna be called Na Na Na. Na 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 is like an island, like Jamaican type vibe. It could be hip and R&B just because of the lyrics, but the beat is dope. It's featuring a good friend of mine who also produces tracks as well, and he produced this track, made the beat for it. MJ, PLC, MJ, the producer, he's rapping on it. But that's going to be the next single that I'm going to drop. It'll probably be the end of July when we drop that single.
Okay.
But it's called Na Na Na. I guess I can sing it. I'm going to try to.
Just a little bit. Yeah, if you need some backup, I got you. Na na. I got no.
You gon' wish you believed in me, boy, but you gon' hate the day you see me fly. You say you love me, but you don't love me. You don't love me, and I don't know why.
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm here
That's
for
how
it.
that
I'm here for it. Don't think that I'm not. Ladies and gentlemen, wow, what a great show, man. And like, it's gonna be more perfect. Look at the time right now. We're at 40 minutes. Like if we would have gone over, if we would have talked any more, I wouldn't have been able to do this close, and we would have been over 45 minutes. Now we can close and still be under 45 minutes. Like wow, this is the perfect guest. Perfect lady. Go follow her music. Go check this out right now. I got the links in the description. Available on all platforms. Go ahead and plug right now. Let them know everything so we can go ahead.
Okay, as far as Facebook goes, you can reach me or look me up at BJay Lawrence, BJay Lawrence, LAWRENCE. Instagram, BTHE_BJay Lawrence. Snapchat, BJ Monique. YouTube, YouTube channel is official BJay Music. But anytime you type in BJay Lawrence, again, it's BJAYLAWRENCE. That's where you can find me.
All right. Thank you so much, BJay. When you have your next show, your next project, if you have anything else dropping, let me know. I definitely love to have you back to the show. Now, this little, I'm telling you right now, that Make Love single should be playing on 95.7, not on the new artist spotlight. It should be playing on 95.7.
Just in general, like
in general.
Yeah, we working on that. I gotta do an editing version.
Yeah.
Once I get that edited version, we gonna be on the road then. So we're gonna definitely, that's in the works as we speak. But that's gonna be probably an all year round song.
Yeah.
So yeah, as soon as we get that out the way, we'll definitely have it out as soon as possible, the edited version, to get it on all platforms as well, to get every radio station playing it. So it's coming, it's in the works.
All right, well, thank you so much. I want to thank you again, everybody who joined tonight, who popped in and out. I want to thank you. Everybody who's going to watch this on the rebroadcast on YouTube, I want to thank you. Everybody who's going to watch this on the rebroadcast on Facebook and Twitter, I want to thank you. Black Mirror signing out. BJay Lawrence signing out for now. We'll see her again.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, no problem. No, thank you for being here.